There's a version of Minecraft that can only be obtained in China, called Minecraft China Edition, that adds countless new bosses, insane looking sets of armor, robots, and much, much more. And today, I'm gonna survive 100 days in Minecraft China Edition. And that all starts with getting basic materials. So let's get some wood to make wooden tools, then get some stone to make stone tools. And now I just need some food and iron, so my chances of dying are a lot lower. Also, I don't know if you noticed this cute little guy, but in Minecraft China Edition, you actually get pets, and you can even buy skins for them, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But after barely surviving the night, I now have basic materials, meaning I can start looking for the unique China Edition features. And I'm pretty sure that all starts with this book. Use blue ice and obsidian to enclose a 2x3 space and then light a fire in the space. A portal will appear, leading to a world favored by higher beings. But it is said that only those who are selected can do so. Okay, so if I understood that book correctly, I need to make a portal using blue ice and obsidian, meaning I need a diamond soak touch pickaxe. And the best way I can think of getting diamonds is going caving. So let's find a cave and start searching for some diamonds. And a few short minutes later, I found diamonds! But with my luck, it was only 2, so I had to search for another vein. And of course, the other vein only had 1 diamond in it. Anyways, now that I got the diamonds, let's make a pickaxe and start searching for a village. You see, the easiest way I can think of getting a Silk Touch pickaxe is getting a Silk Touch book from a villager. And the best way to get a villager is to find a village. And after spending most of the night looking for a village, I finally found one. So let's rest up until the morning. Next, I'm gonna trade some sticks for emeralds, so let's get some wood. And finally, I just need to trade for a Silk Touch book. And now I just need to use some of the iron I got earlier from caving to make an anvil, get some obsidian, and last but not least, I need blue ice. So let's spend some time searching for an ice biome. And right before arriving at the ice biome, something very strange happened. Wait, what does that even say? Event notice. Trick or treat night begins, and the monsters usually stay at home, come out to cause trouble. Okay? I think I'm just gonna ignore that and get my blue eyes. In hindsight, ignoring that wasn't the best idea, because I'm pretty sure this event turns up the spawn rates of mobs by a ton. Wait, why are there so much mobs? Yo, chill out, bro! I'm getting out of here. That was way too close. And after almost dying, I took my blue eyes and headed back to spawn. And now all that's left is to build the portal. But before I go in, I'm gonna make a quick base of operations just in case anything happens. So, okay, I think that's enough of that. Let's light the portal. And yo, it actually works. Even though the book said it would work, I still wasn't sure it would. But anyways, let's just organize my inventory and let's go into the portal. Okay, yeah, this spawn is trash. Let me go find some land. Wait, is that an octopus? Yo, it is. There's also whales. Are those jellyfish? Okay, I think that's enough of that. Let's search for some land. And a few minutes into my journey, I found this huge underwater temple. And after almost deciding to go in, I decided to stay clear because I'm pretty sure I would just drown to death if I'm not prepared. Okay, so now that I got to land, I noticed that as soon as I entered this dimension, I got this silver chest. And I'm pretty sure it's just like a loot box. So let's open it and see what I get. 2 green finions and 10 ladders? Seems pretty useless to me, but okay. Anyways, I just checked the book and it turns out we're on in a dense forest filled with fog. There are terrifying giants who live in huge dead trunks. One look at you with their huge eyes can scare you out of your wits. Okay, so the book just said something about a huge forest, and I'm assuming this is it. So now I just gotta look for the giant tree trunk it spoke of, meaning it's time to do some exploring. Wait, is this it? I think this is the huge dead tree trunk they talked about in the book. Yo, what is that? Wait, no. What is that? Do I do any damage? Oh, nice. Yeah, I do. Well, I'm cornered. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, I'm one. Okay, come on. I can do this. As long as he doesn't dash into me again, I'll be fine. Yes! That was way too easy. I totally didn't almost die. What was that? Anyways, I got a giant's eye and a silver chest. So let's open it, and it looks like this time I got machine parts and more fish. And in the back of the cave, there was more chests, from which I got a diamond helmet, diamond leggings, and an extra diamond, which is some really useful gear that will help me beat the other bosses later on. Also, I was looking through the crafting table, and it turns out I unlocked the crafting recipe for a titan chest plate. So let's mine for some iron. Oh, I found that a lot quicker than I thought I would. Then smelt it all down and finally make the titan chest plate. Yo! Wait, this looks sick! And it looks like it also gives me fire protection, so that'll probably come in handy. Anyways, I don't know if you noticed, but earlier when I was exploring, I found this huge stone structure in the distance. So let's go to it and see what's up with it. And while I was on my way to the tower, I found two structures, which I didn't expect to see. The first one looked like ruins, and at the center was this console that gave you trivia questions. Which of the following items does a fire enchantment apply to? Is it an iron sword, a shovel, a bow, or a shield? I wonder which one it could be. Ooh, nice. The second structure was an abandoned village, which I found odd because it's from the overworld, but I didn't think too much about it. And after a couple more minutes of running, I had arrived at... And before going into the towers, I decided to get some sleep real quick since beds don't explode in this dimension. And I also decided to start working on the base of operations just in case anything were to happen. And while making it, I heard a commotion going on outside, so I went to go check it out. Yo, who's this guy? Hello? Oh, he talks. And he says, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm too lazy to translate all that. So I'm just gonna pick a random option and go back to building my base. And I'm assuming he was some type of wandering trader because he wanted to trade poisonous fangs for a silver chest. Well, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I guess it's time to start exploring the towers. And I'm gonna start by going into the smaller towers. Because in the book, it says that if you want to see the boss of the main tower, you must find a key to unlock his special cage. And I'm assuming the key is in one of the 4 outer towers. Meaning, it's time to go in. And it looks like there's monster spawners guarding... Oh, I haven't seen that type of skeleton before. Let's destroy these before they keep spawning more. Okay, let's keep going up. Wait, he's like a wizard. Come on, I need to kill him. Oh, he wasn't as tough as I thought he would be. But I do see a chest that I haven't seen before, so let's open it and continue exploring the tower. Yo, the loot at the top of the tower is insane. Well, that's 1 tower down, 3 more to go. And that's the 2nd tower done. Let's see what we get. More fish and Cupid ore? I wonder what that does. Now with that tower cleared, I only got 2 left, and they both followed the exact same procedure. I went in, destroyed the 2 spawners at the entrance, climbed up the ladder, destroyed the 3rd spawner, opened the bronze chest, and finally made my way up to the top of the tower. The only difference between the 2 towers was the loot. Out of the 3rd tower, I got fish scales and diamond armor, while out of the 4th tower, I got the prison key and red fish, meaning it's time for the main tower. Okay, I got this. I just gotta destroy the spawners just like all the other towers. Okay, and it looks like there's watchtowers guarded by spawners. Yo, this loot's insane. Oh, that's a lot of mobs. I think this is it. Oh, where is he? Yo, he looks like a wizard. What do you shoot me with? Okay, I think I need to take out these guys first. There's 1. That's the 2nd one down. Okay, come on, 1 more. And now the only one left is the big boy. Oh, I do a lot of damage. Bro, he's getting comboed. Okay, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. And it looks like from this guy, I got a burst staff, a withered heart, and a silver chest. Yo, this staff is sick. What? Let me go find an enemy to try it on. Okay, I really like this staff. And with that done, that's 2 out of 10 Minecraft China Edition bosses defeated. So let's get back home and check out the haul. And it looks like we got a couple important items, such as a burst staff, a withered heart, 10 cupid ore, and a bunch of other stuff that I have no idea what they do. However, what I do know is that I need to get some more cupid ore, because according to the book, each time I'm hit, it has a small chance to heal me. And I don't know about you, but that sounds really overpowered. So let's get to the mines and start mining. And I actually found my first bit of cupid ore really fast, but it turns out you can't mine it with an iron pickaxe. Bro, seriously? So I just kept mining, looking for diamonds while also uncovering loads of cupid ore, and about 15 minutes later I had found some diamonds. So I made a pickaxe and had mined all the cupid ore I needed, and now I'm gonna make a full set of armor and some tools. Is it just me, or do I look like the pink Power Ranger? Anyways, let's test this bad boy out. And this armor ended up being a lot more overpowered than I expected. I was just letting this mage shoot me, and after several minutes had passed, my health hadn't gone under 9 hearts one time. Anyways, now that I'm geared up with my new armor, it's time for... Near the volcanic area, there is a cave where sad songs can be heard. There are countless rare treasures buried in it. Although it is very tempting, it is too creepy. Well, I want me some treasure, so I guess it's time to go find it. But it did talk about some volcanic area that I've never heard about before, so I'm assuming it has to be some sort of new biome. And after 20 minutes of non-stop running, what is Netherrack doing in the overworld? It looks like we have some visitors. And not only is there a lot of them, but they also do a good amount of damage. Bro, they have so much health. Finally. Wait, what's this? Chaos sludge? I then proceeded to fight some more red-looking puppy dogs. And after a very satisfying mob killing montage, I found my target. What's that? Do I have to break it or something? Yo! Wait, is that water down there? Well, only one way to find out. Bro, please be water, please be water, please be water, please be water! Oh, it was water. But what is this place? This totally isn't creepy at all. Oh? Is this a secret passage? A purple pearl. Okay. Is that a ghost? Is he friendly? I guess not. Yo, it's one of those portal things from the tower. Oh wait, the pearl must be a key. Okay, well, I guess this message confirms it. It says to activate the portal, you must be carrying 5 types of pearls. So I guess I gotta search for them. And after a couple minutes of exploring, I had finally found the second pearl. And a couple more minutes later, I had found the location to the third one. Oh, this looks like a parkour room. Oh, they messed up. Little do they know I'm a parkour pro. Ooh, look at this speed. I'm actually so fast. Come on, 2 more jumps left. And there you go. Give me that pearl. That was way too easy. So now I just gotta get back across. Again, that was way too easy. And I kid you not, less than a minute later of just running around, I had found the 4th pearl. Oh, they think they're slick, hiding it behind the banner. Yeah, they're not. Okay, and I'm assuming the last one has to be in this pile of soul sand, because I've looked everywhere and I haven't found it. It turns out there was nothing there. And after I thought I had searched the whole place, I was about to take another lap around it, and then I noticed, oh, I haven't been past these cobwebs. Bro, That was seriously it? Okay, but now that I got all the pearls, let me pause here and say, this fight was nothing like I expected it to be. I expected it to be the hardest boss fight so far, but this is what I got instead. Okay, I got all 5 pearls. It's time. This one looks like a mermaid. Let's see what she's got. Okay, I do a lot of damage. Why isn't she doing anything? This seems way too easy. Is that seriously it? There has to be a phase 2 or something, no? Yeah, so it turns out I either just had really good armor or that boss was just really weak. I don't really know. But beating that boss fight so easily gave me enough confidence to jump straight into the next one. And oh boy, was this almost a huge mistake. Okay, so I just finished reading the book and it said something about a volcano. So I'm assuming the next boss has to be in here. What is that thing? Oh no, I'm already low. Retreat! Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious that I'm really underprepared for this fight, since within a few seconds, I was almost already dead. So I just decided to take the walk of shame back home before I lost all my loot. And on my way back home, I found another one of those giant tree trunks where the Cyclops live in, and let's just say the fight was a lot different this time around. Yeah, that was way too easy. After that, I headed back home and started planning what I was gonna do next. Okay, so I got some insane looking loot plus some chests, but this chaos sludge is what's really catching my eye right now, since I just checked my crafting table and I noticed I got a recipe for chaos armor, which looks kind of insane if you ask me. So let's craft some, and now I need to enchant it, but I don't have an enchanting table, and much worse, I don't have nearly enough levels to be enchanting. So let's start off by mining for some diamonds so I can make an enchanting table. And I don't know what it is about this version, but diamonds are really rare, meaning it took me 30 minutes to find a vein of diamonds. But now that I got the diamonds, let's head back to the overworld. This isn't the overworld. Yeah, so for some reason going back into the portal took me to the Nether instead of the overworld, and at first I was really annoyed since I didn't want to go to the Nether just yet, but I just ended up making the most of it. Okay, so now that I'm here, I might as well get some blaze rods. So I ran around looking for a Nether fortress, and while passing through a warp forest, I heard some blazes. So I dug down, and lo and behold, the fortress was right there. And after finding some blazes, I decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. How do you like it? Anyways, after getting enough blaze rods, I went back to the warp forest to get ender pearls, but ended up failing since the enderman just kept teleporting away. Bro, why do they keep running? Like, it's so annoying. Oh well, I'll get ender pearls later. And after a bit more of running, I found a bastion where I then proceeded to steal their gold and trade it for obsidian to get back to the overworld. Okay, well now that I'm back in the overworld, I just need to get some ender pearls to make eyes of ender. So let's start off by finding a village, then chopping down loads of trees so I can make some sticks, then trade those sticks for emeralds. Next, I'm gonna trade those emeralds for ender pearls, and finally make eyes of ender. So now all that's left is to find the stronghold, light the portal, and beat the ender dragon. And there she goes. Now all that's left is to make the Enderman XP farm. So let's spawn in all the materials, then start making the farm. And all this farm is 150 leaves leading into the abyss. Then I gotta make a killing chamber, the spawning platform, and last but not least, my enchanting table setup. And that's the farm complete. And the way it works is you just come up to the killing chamber, aggro the Enderman, and finally slice them up. So now all I gotta do is grind for some XP and enchant my armor. And I actually ended up getting my armor fully enchanted a lot quicker than I thought I would. And this armor actually looks insane. So let's go back to the new dimension, run back to the volcano, and go for round 2. Okay, bucko, this time I'm actually prepared. I got my staff and everything. Okay, I think it's time to go in. Ooh, I like that. Look at that damage. Bro, I'm getting so close. Come on, come on. Woo! Let's go! Bro, the armor made it so easy. Okay, let's open this chest and see what we get. Demon potion? I wonder what that does. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like it gave me the wither effect in exchange for extra strength. Well, that's cool, but I guess it's kind of useless since I already used it. Oh well, let's see what the book has to say. It says, defeat the chaos thing and obtain the letter from my sister. Didn't I just beat it though? Maybe it's not a guaranteed drop though, so I guess let's go find another volcano. And while running, I found something that I did not expect to see. Wait, are those penguins? Yo, they are! That's sick. I wonder if they give you anything. I'm sorry, little one. Well, I guess they don't give you anything. Also, what is that? What? This place looks sick. Okay, I'll come back here later. I can't get too distracted. I need to go find the volcano. And after 6,000 blocks of running, I finally found another volcano biome. Yeah, no, that took way longer than it should have. So now let's just find another volcano and go for round 3. Finally, that took forever. Okay, it's actually time for round 3 this time. Well, right after I deal with these guys. I'd bet it's go time. Holy, that was a lot easier this time around. I remember my sister. Well, I don't know whose brother I just killed, but free loot, so yippee! Oh, nice. I actually got it this time. Sister's letter. Dear brother, you were sent by the queen to the land of chaos to treat the wounded. Our family is proud of you, but is also very worried about you. We heard that the land was severely corroded by the power of chaos. The queen gave our family a lot of things. Mother and father are both fine. Don't worry. Please respond to this letter as soon as you see it. We are really worried about you. From your older sister. Well, that totally wasn't sad and depressing at all. Anyways, I think it's time to go back home. After sealing this village's wheat, of course. And I honestly didn't get anything too good from the boss. Well, besides this Karmi ore, because using it will let you craft an insane looking set of armor. But I'm pretty sure it's extremely rare since I haven't found a single piece while mining. So I'll search for that later. For now though, I want to upgrade my house for something I plan on doing later. And also because my current house is kind of mid. So let's grab loads of different types of materials, mark out the area of the house, then dig down 7 layers. And doing this with iron tools took a lot longer than it should have, but I just kept digging and I eventually cleared out the whole area. And finally, I just gotta do all the other house decorating shenanigans. And that's the house complete, and as you can see, it looks a lot better than my old one, and I totally didn't watch a YouTube tutorial. I would never do that. So with my brand spanking new house done, we can finally move on to the 2 people from the future were doing research together at first, but for some reason they were separated. One of them can be found in a small house made of snow in the polar regions. However, the underground maze of the house is so complicated that one can easily lose oneself. Okay, so I actually already know exactly where the igloo is since I saw it earlier. It's exactly 4,000 blocks that way. But before I go, let me repair my boots, my sword, my helmet, and finally my chest plate. And now the 4,000 block journey begins. Actually, I just checked the footage of the old coordinates and it's actually 4,000 blocks this way. Oopsie. And while running back to the snow biome, I found another treehouse. Ooh, nice, Karmi ore. After finding that, I just continued my journey. And by the time I arrived in the snow biome, it was already nighttime, so I slept till the morning and started searching for the igloo. And after a whole nother half day of searching, I finally found it. Oh nice, I think this is it. Oh no bro, this looks eerie already. Oh, that was way too close. Oh my. Bro, what is this place? Diamonds just laying there? Don't mind if I do. Wait, why are there spawners under this? Wait, what? What mob is that? Is that a robot? Okay, let's destroy these before more spawn in. This place is massive. Where am I supposed to be going? Is this some sort of maze? Wait, what's that? Morph potion? I wonder what that does. After fully looting the maze, I went to go explore another room, and that's where he appeared. Okay, so I'm still exploring, and I have no idea what I should be looking for or doing. Wait, what? Oh, I see what I gotta do. Bro, how's he hitting me? His knockback is insane. Yes! Let's go! And it looks like he dropped the Institute key, which actually leads us to... The key that fell from the man's body was used to open a secret device in a research institute deep in the polar regions. The man and Dr. Madman were student and teacher. He had followed his mentor for many years and admired his mentor very much. But why did he leave his mentor in the end? Okay, I think it's time to get out of here. And I got an institute key, and the only other thing I can think of that's is for this huge dome looking thing. So before I go and let me clear up my inventory real quick. Okay, I think it's time. Wait, did I just teleport? Oh, what's this? Strange insect tooth? Okay. This place reminds me of the igloo. Oh, there's even robots here too. Okay, let's destroy these spawners. Ooh, nice. There's loads of chests here. Let's see what we get. Ah, just Cupid ore. And this dungeon pretty much followed the exact same routine as the igloo. I just ran around exploring, killing robots, destroying the monster spawners that they spawned from, and collecting loads of loot. And I don't know what it was, but this place was stacked. There were pretty much chests laying in every single nook and cranny of the dungeon. So I made sure to permanently borrow every single chest that I came across. Also, while looting, I figured out that you could pick up the chest using Silk Touch, and since I was running out of space, I just defaulted to doing this. And after exploring for a good amount of time, I found the path to the second floor. What's this? Why is there slime at the bottom? Okay, I guess I'll just jump down. Oh, that's a lot of robots. Okay, there we go. That's lots of them. Ooh, free diamonds? Don't mind if I do. And after a bit more of exploring, I found this lava type room. Oh, it's a parkour type thing. Yeah, this is way too easy. Nice, now give me that chest. Oh, that was close. That almost burnt. Anyways, after almost losing my gold treasure chest, I just continued exploring until... Oh, why is there water just in the middle of the room? Oh no, this looks like a boss room. Can you get ready for this? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't even work. Oh wait, I wasn't holding the key. Okay, for real this time. 3, 2, 1. Wait, what's this? This isn't no boss fight? Oh, I think you gotta click them. Well, if this is all I have to do, that's easy. That's 25%, 50%, 75%. Okay, come on, I'm ready. Here goes the last one. Oh. Oh, that scared me. How's he flying? And he just came out of the tube? How am I supposed to hit him? Oh, there you go. Wait, he does so much damage. I have fully enchanted armor and everything too. Come on. Bro, that gun's annoying. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I just need to wait for him to fly down. Whoa! Bro, what's going on? What just happened? Wait, what? Oh, he's down. Come don't even know what was going on. I couldn't even hear anything. Even so, that boss fight was insane. That's enough action for me though. I'm going back home. And now that I'm finally back home, I can organize my inventory from the last 2 dungeons I just finished raiding. And I actually got some pretty good loot. But the only new item I got was this Transfiguration Potion. And there's actually something about it in the book. It says there's an item called a Transfiguration Potion. After using it, you will randomly transform into a monster within a period of time. Wait, what? I think this is saying that it'll turn me into a mob. Well, only one way to find out. Yo, wait, what? It turned me into a ghost. I wonder if I could go through things just like ghosts. Yeah, I guess not. That stinks. And I just kept experimenting for the last 2 minutes I had as a mob, and it turns out this potion is completely useless. It's pretty much just a reskin at this point, so I just waited for my time on that useless potion to run out. Anyways, that's enough of that. So with that being said, I want to get the best armor set in the game, aka the Kolanii armor set. But I don't just want to get the Kolanii armor set, I want to get every new armor set in the game so I can display it in my house, hence why I wanted more room earlier. And after booting up a creative world, I found out that China Edition has 6 total new armor sets, and I actually already have 3 of them. The first one being the Titan armor set, which is made with the Cyclops thingies we got from killing the behemoth in the fog. The second one being the Kolanii armor set, which we obviously mined for. And the final set I have is the one I'm currently wearing, the Chaos armor set. So with that being said, let's start getting the last 3 unique armor sets I'm missing. The first one being the fish scale armor set, which is made with, you guessed it, fish scales. And I'm pretty sure you get fish scales from those purple glowing fish in the forest that I killed earlier. So let's run back to the forest and start searching for them. And after a couple minutes of searching, I found them. So I made sure to brutally kill every single fish as nicely as possible so they would up their drop rates for me. And a few short minutes later, I had all the scales I would need to make the full armor set. Also, unlike other fish, these attack you, which I found interesting. But now that I got the scales, let's go back home, make the armor set, and this armor looks sick. It looks like something Poseidon would wear. Also, using fish scales, you can make a sword, which just looks like a really long knife in my opinion. And unlike the Titan armor set, this armor doesn't have any special abilities, sadly. So with that being said, the next armor set I would like to get is the Prophet armor set. And I don't know if you noticed, but I said I would like to get it. And that's because... well, that's because I don't know how to get it. So I'm just gonna go under the assumption that I either just haven't unlocked the crafting recipe or it's a boss drop. So for now, let's focus on getting the Kolanii armor set. And the book actually says something about it. Kolanii ore is a very special ore. Equipment made from it has some special magical effects. However, this ore is very rare and only appears in small quantities within the mines. Well, knowing that, I think it's time to go mining. And this corner of my house is actually perfect for a mine. So let's dig this cross pattern all the way down to diamond level. And now, before I start mining, I'm gonna decorate the corners of the mine, because since it's in my house, I want it to at least look nice, you know? Anyways, now that I got that stone down, let's just add some ladders for the finishing touches, and that's the path to the mine complete. So let's set a 1-hour timer and let's get to mining. And a whole hour later, I got a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, so I guess the book wasn't lying when it said it was extremely rare. So I then proceeded to boot up a creative world to see if anything could help me get the Kolanii ore I needed. And then I found this. Okay, so I was just checking out all the new items and I found this thing called an ore deity statue. And placing it down spawns different types of ores around it, like coal, diamonds, and even Kolanii ore, which is exactly what I need. Also, coincidentally enough, this statue comes out of the golden treasure chest. And I luckily already have 6 golden chests, so let's see what we get. Bro, first try is crazy. Wait, what? Well, there goes my luck for the next 20 years. Anyways, before I place it down, I'm gonna make a nice little podium for it so there aren't just ores laying around. And I don't know if whoever designed this did this intentionally, but it kind of looks like one of those heads from Easter Island. Anyways, I better start collecting all this ore before it piles up. Also, if you right click the statue, it turns out you can ride it, which looks extremely goofy if you ask me. And a couple short minutes later, I'd collected all the Karmi ore needed along with a bunch of other different ores. So let's make the new set of armor and retire this old trusty piece of armor. And this has to be the best looking armor set I've ever worn. And it also has some pretty good benefits, such as when you wear it, it'll give you water breathing and speed. And it also has this thorns effect that whenever you're hit by an enemy, the enemy will take damage, which is really useful for those pesky mages. But now that I have the armor, I just gotta enchant it. And I'm not trying to run all the way back to the stronghold, so I'm gonna run to the institute instead. Then I'm gonna farm these robots until I have enough XP to fully enchant my armor. And I actually got my armor pretty much perfectly enchanted a lot quicker than I thought I would. It only ended up taking about 40 minutes. Also, while I was there, I ended up upgrading my diamond sword and pickaxe to its chaos counterpart, and also ended up enchanting those. And let's just say, enchanting those took a lot more time than it took to enchant my armor. But now that I'm done upgrading my armor, it's time for... Okay, so I was just checking the book and I realized I never got the trophy from killing Dr. Madman. So I checked the footage from the fight and you can literally see the trophy burning. Like, bro, what is my luck? So I then proceeded to run all the way back to the snow biome, found a new igloo, beat Pale Man again. Then I speedran the institute, did the goofy little rocket ship game again. And finally, it was time for round 2 with Dr. Madman. Okay, bucko, I'm not gonna let your thing burn twice in a row. Wait, I can't hit him. Bruh, don't tell me it burnt again. Well, I guess they do say third time's the charm. What could go wrong, right? I then proceeded to find the third igloo and killed another pale man. Then I went back to the institute and this... well, this is where things start to go downhill. Okay, here we go. They do say third time's the charm. Wait, how's he doing more damage than before? Oh, I gotta get out of here. Wait. Wait, what? You have got to be... bro, like what? How'd I die? Bro. Holy, bro, this bad. Wait, where'd I spawn? There we go. This is a lot better. Wait, what? Huh? Where did those levels come from? Okay. And before I knew it, I was back at my house. And that's where I proceeded to take my chaos armor set again, repair it, enchant a new sword, and finally it was time to head back to get revenge. And just like that, it was time. And this time, I wasn't messing around. Where's 1 HP? Come on. Yes! Wait, yes, I got it! Yes! Oh, I did it, yes. Bro, I got it. The Madman Gene Sphere. Okay, what's this, though? Tombstone? Wait, is my stuff there? Wait, there's stuff there. Yes! All my stuff! Let's go! And now that I had that wrapped up, it was time for... There's a prisoner imprisoned under the Research Institute. The prisoner's true identity is the prophet of the ancient queen. It is fate that the prophet knew he would encounter an accident and hid in advance, but was eventually caught by Dr. Madman. Okay, so the book said the prophet was hiding under the institute, so it has to be like here, right? Ooh, okay. Oh no, why is this place dark? Oh, what is that? Oh, wait, that's bad. What's happened to my FOV? I can't see anything. Come on, he's won. Nice, that wasn't too bad. The Prophet's Prophecy and Prophet's Robe. Those who convey the power of chaos will eventually perish. Those who survive in the chaos will have no choice. If you predict the future instead of the future, you will lose it. Ask for help from people, the chosen one. There is no way out. In the darkness, fate finally comes. Holy, that was dark and depressing. But now that I killed this prophet, I think I'm gonna go back to the other two institutes where I killed the Dr. Madmans to hopefully get the prophet's leggings. So I ran back to a previous institute, broke into the basement, and made quick work of the prophet. And that's when I got... nothing new, woohoo! So I ran to the third institute hoping to get the prophet's leggings, since how rare of a drop can it be, right? Well, it turns out the prophet wasn't home. And before starting the journey back home, I knew where one more igloo was, so I went in, defeated Pale Man real quick, then went to another institute where I made quick work of that bozo, and finally fought the prophet again. And I got another prophet's robe. Yeah, I'm going back home. And on my way back home, I found a new volcano that I hadn't beat the boss of. So I went in, beat it, and I got nothing new. So I continued my journey back home. And while on that journey, I found another one of those tower structures. So I raided them hoping to get a key. But just as my luck would have it, I didn't get a single key out of any of the 4 towers. I'm actually going home this time. I'm done. Thousands of years ago, the queen's tyranny caused great suffering to the people of the Apocalypse realm. The gods sent down punishment from heaven. The queen and her impenetrable city sunk into the sea overnight, but the queen did not destroy it. She became a member of the swimming clan that could survive in the water and continue to rule the world. Oh, remember at the start of the video when I almost went into that ocean structure? It turns out that's where the final boss is. Oopsie. Anyways, before I beat the queen, there's a couple things I want to do. The first one being filling up this achievements page, and I'm gonna start by getting the mermaid's bracelet, which requires gold roses, and the only way to get them is to get the rose sword. So let's find a new prison structure, get the key. Yeah, never mind, scratch that. The towers didn't give me the key again. However, luckily for me, golden chests also drop mermaid bracelets, so I can just get it that way. Also, there was a Stonehenge structure nearby, and since one of the achievements is to get 3 questions correct in a row, I decided to go to it. I then proceeded to answer the first question correctly, waited 5 minutes for it to reset, then answered the second question correctly. And to my surprise, this finished the challenge, and it even gave me a mermaid bracelet, but it sadly didn't count towards the achievement, meaning getting it from a golden chest won't either. So I started looking for another tower, then raided that, and just as I thought I didn't get the key this time either, I remembered that the main tower had 4 lookouts with chests in them, and lo and behold, I got the key from one of them. Yo, finally, let's go. It's time to go fight the big boss man. And this time it was extremely easy due to my goated gear. Oh, that's it. Nice. That was way too easy. Wait, what? 3 wands? Hey, I'm not complaining. And now that I had the rose sword, I killed some unfortunate animals that were nearby and crafted the mermaid bracelet. And the next 3 achievements were actually really easy. All I had to do was get some sand, smelt it, and make a fire resistance potion using the mermaid scales I got earlier. And that was the first achievement complete. The second achievement was to craft a night vision potion. And since I thought this would be helpful for the underwater temple later in the video, I decided to craft more than one. And the final potion I had to craft was a demon potion, which I of course already had all the materials for it. And that was another set of achievements complete. And now we only got a couple left. Okay, so this next achievement requires me to craft this fish tank looking thing. And fun fact, you can actually ride these. Bro, look at me, I look so goofy. Anyways, to get the next achievement, I just gotta get another ore statue. So let's start opening up all the chests I've been stockpiling. Wait, bro, what? First try again, let's go. Way too easy. Anyways, the last thing I gotta get is a slime body. And if I remember correctly, I think I got one of these from a golden chest at the start of the video. So let's open up all the chests I got. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I got lots of things, but no slime body. Proceeding this failure, I started making my way downtown to the place I knew that had the most golden chests, known as the Institute. And after a lot of searching, I had finally found the slime body. And it for some reason didn't give me the achievement, but I don't got enough time to find another one. Also, while I was out here, I spent a good amount of time taking the thorns off my armor and re-enchanting it. I also went ahead and enchanted a trident, so it would hopefully help me in the final fight. And now the only achievement we got left is to die lots and lots of times. Holy, that's so much graves. I can't tell if my house looks more like a house or a graveyard at this point. But now that I filled up all the achievements, let's grab my stuff and go back to the Apocalypse realm. And now it was time to beat the final boss. So I made sure to grab everything that I would need and headed over to the underwater city. Well, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. A spawner? What is this doing down here? Oh, wait, what? They're villagers. They are not friendly though. That's a lot of villagers. Everything had been leading up to this point, and to say I was nervous would be an understatement, but it was do or die time. Oh, that's the queen! I do so much damage! Wait, why isn't she attacking back? Oh, never mind. And just as I was about to kill her, it all dawned on me. Days, no, weeks of my life had gone into this. Countless deaths, countless hours had all been leading up to this point where I would kill the queen and officially beat Minecraft China Edition. Yes, bro! I actually did it! Let's go!